you.
I'm ready. Even though it's twins, I'm ready.
Okay, Mama.
And that is where you begin to see child neglect, child abuse. People will decide to take their children and give out to other people to raise for them.
Because it's minor things.
Okay.
So the baby can catch up
Fast when he or she starts school. It's Real Talk with Parents. I am Helen Alerichi from Ceci Rose Montessori School, and we are here at Healthwise Specialist Hospital to interview some parents. Join us.
Good morning.
Happy to meet you.
I am happy to see you because I love you.
Okay, my name is Helen Alerichi from Ceci Rose Montessori School.
My name is Happiness Baridakara from River State.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
My name is Helen Alerichi from Ceci Rose Montessori School.
Okay, I'm Gift Christian.
Oh, nice to meet you, ma'am. Okay, we are here at Healthwise Hospital to get your opinion on the opinion of pregnant women and other mothers on certain issues. For instance, I would like to ask, what age would you like to release your child to go to school?
It's 2 years.
Okay, 2 years. And I want to ask again, what would you be doing with that child in that space of 2 years?
Nurturing the baby.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, don't you think taking the child to the creche is more preferably, or would you like to just stay at home and nurture your baby yourself?
I don't know for others, but for me, I would like to nurture the baby myself.
Okay.
1 year and 6 months.
1 year and 6 months.
They start creche. After 2 years, I register him for registration for school. Direct.
Okay, that's nice. Do you think registering a child early enough is good?
It makes their brain to be sharp and make them to be very, very agile and smart. Even when they are speaking with somebody, they will not be shy. They will just get up boldly and be speaking because they start very early.
Good. That's nice.
So
Okay,
it's
so
good for mother to train a child from even 1 year. If you can, 1 year is okay. 1 year and 6 months, 2 years is okay. Don't keep child 3 years. For what? Our brain will very dull. So 1 year and 6 months, 2 years is okay. So that child can stand in public and be speaking well and be talking. Not that you just bring out the child, you cannot even say anything. It's not fine. No. Mother is not fine.
Okay.
Tricky question, because it has really changed, I remember when I joined school, I was still young though, but I think I was more than 2 years.
Okay.
But I noticed parents these days, 1.5, they want to send their kids to school because, most parents are working now. The pressure is there. And of course, the fear of some of these nannies and housemaids and the abuse. So they feel safer taking the child to school in the name of early education. But I think a child in our present world should be up to 2 standard for me. At least let them go there and sing and dance and play with their mates and they learn early. I don't see
they develop language skills,
exactly,
fine motor skills, and gross
and also
motor skills.
Associate with people, because that socialization also
interpersonal
relationship exactly is very important. So for me, 2 is the best, given our current situation that everybody's working. Okay. So I think 2 years is okay.
Thank you very much. Would you look out for in a school before enrolling your child in that school?
The school being it, then the teachers, at least the set of teachers there. Okay. And the school should not be close to the roadside.
Okay.
I don't really like school at road.
Okay, you like school that's
maybe in the compound.
In a compound, not outside, out there on the streets. Okay. The education your child is receiving there at that private school is better than the the education he would have if he was going to a public school?
I don't like public school because I've gone to public school because there was no money for my family. So I don't like my child to go to public school. I don't like it because I will not even be happy when it's coming up the way it's coming up. I don't like it. So I don't want my child to go to a public school. I don't.
For some public school, I heard, I don't know how.
No,
to
they are
use it.
trying, but I don't know. But I don't want my child to go to public school.
And I believe you're a parent.
Of course, I'm a parent.
Okay. Your name, sir?
My name is Dr. Okora for Okiwe. I'm
Okay.
a family physician, public health practitioner, medical doctor generally.
Nice to meet you,
My
sir.
pleasure. Thank you.
Complaining about bad economy, and there's no food, there's no money anywhere, but people are having children. As a health practitioner, what do you advise?
Well, thank you so much for that question. I think answering that question, we need to look at the general rule when you are asked not to bite more than you can chew. It's a natural rule. Apart from having kids, don't do more than yourself. You normally say, don't do past yourself. So it's very important in a family setup to be able to plan the number of children you intend to have with your spouse.
Okay.
Arrange it very well, because when the children come, there are a lot of responsibilities that come with them. So it's usually advised that you and your spouse should be able to decide the number of kids you want to have. And of course, the federal government also in the past had advised that a family should not have more than 4 children. When you come to some, arrangements, for example, the health insurance scheme, you'll find out that most health maintenance organizations will actually be indicating that you, the husband, the wife, and 4 children. So we would say in Nigeria, the standard is 4 children. So it's expected that you should be able to cater for them, for 4 children. So when you've been able to achieve that number 4, if that is what you want, because some people will tell you they want 2. Once you have achieved the 4, which is generally acceptable, it is advisable as a couple, as a parent, to now plan by involving yourself with family planning services. Now, this prevents a woman from getting pregnant, especially when they don't need it. So for every family person, you should consider the use of family planning services once it has come to the time that you don't want children again. With that, we can avoid these issues of unwanted pregnancy or unwanted children, because once the number begins to escalate, it puts so much pressure on the finances of the family. And that is where you begin to see child neglect, child abuse. People will decide to take their children and give out to other people to raise for them, aunties, uncles, and things like that. And it's usually not so good for the children, because at the end of the day, you will hear stories and a lot of cases will be affected. So looking at the economy generally, people should begin to plan according to their resources, because when you have these kids, we are more interested in the health of these children. You see a lot of parents bring their children to the hospital, but they can't afford medical treatment. What do? They start self-medication. In the process, they commit mistakes. In the process, they probably lose a child. So we don't want that kind of setting. People should just follow what the government has advised, and also to plan according to their resources.
Wow. Again, would you like to enroll your child in a school where they do more of skills like soap production, craft, and skills generally, to a school where they just focus on classroom activity?
Our curriculum is gradually changing, because I know there are a lot of new schools now that try to develop the skills, because every child is born with an innate skill.
Yes.
There's something in every child. So it is the duty of the parents, the caregivers, the teachers to be able to identify those skill sets.
That area where
once you identify those skill sets, begin to hone those skills, begin to encourage those children to go into those areas. Because you see, these days the certificates alone don't cut it for any person.
Exactly.
If you just go to school, you read, you memorize, you cram, you point it up to your lecturer, you get a certificate. You just discover that when you go to the workspace, the job market, you're no longer relevant,
Yeah.
skilled. to be able to carry out the day-to-day activity, the office work will require you to handle. And that is why we keep emphasizing that vocational skill is very important. Vocational skill is very, very important. It will help, for example, a woman that has a BSc degree in one unrelated science course that does not really have any bearing, but she knows how to bake, she knows how to make clothes, she knows how to weave, she knows how to do one or two things. You'll be so surprised that what fits her is those skills she actually has, because the certificate she acquired from the university is no longer helpful because jobs are no longer out there. In fact, in developed countries, in developed worlds, the economy does well when you have a lot of people, these small, medium, enterprises, businesses. Those are the people that actually contribute to the growth of every economy. So I normally tell people in this country, look, you need a skill, you need a vocation. Apart from your certificate, you must hone that skill. So I'm totally in for schools that find time to begin to identify the skills of children, teach them more crafts, because by teaching them, some of them will begin to develop interest and say, suddenly, I don't want to be a lawyer again. I would prefer to be the best cake maker in the country and all that. So for me, skills is very important, especially for the upcoming generation. There are no jobs there waiting for anybody. So people must develop skills and plan to earn a living with that. That's what I tell my children. Look, just go and do what makes you happy and that can put food on your table. That's just it.
Thank you very much.
Tell you that Ceci Rose Montessori School is perfect.
I've not gone to there, but I've seen your action.
All right, we would like to have you at Ceci Rose Montessori School.
Let me think. Maybe it's this one. This two one that is coming. They will go to that school.
Very good. Okay, nice to meet you, ma.
Thank you.
Say hello to Ceci Rose Montessori School. Hello.
All right, thank you very much.
Everything good, just clap. Clap, clap. Y'all ready?
Ceci Rose Montessori Schools, the haven of absolute transformation.